are the litigants. Bucky, the rabbit. He claims he's not being paid by Dr. Dre. This is the defendant, Dr. Dre. He is countersuing. He has been unlawfully charged $57 on his credit card. And this is Kangaroo Court.
Why are you here?
Well, Mr. Judge, sir, here because Doc Dred owes me money. He never, ever pays me for all the work I do on his show.
And why are you here?
Let me tell you why I'm here.
Please remove your hat.
Excuse me. So, I left the plastic sitting on the table. So in comes the rabbit, and he zoink, and off he goes, and he charges 50...
Drop the vernacular.
Vernacular? It's not a vernacular. It's a fedora. So, anyhow, zoink!
Drop the vernacular.
It's a okay, fine. I'll drop it. So, he takes my credit card and he charges $57 in candy at Mr. Ed's Candy Emporium and Elephant Museum, and that's why I'm here.
What evidence do you have?
Well, Mr. Judge, sir, I got an empty piggy bank. Listen, you hear nothing. Nothing.
And what evidence do you have?
This is the evidence. Empty candy wrappers.
I object.
You object to what?
I don't know. Mr. Mason always says it in court.
Overruled. What does your witness have to say?
Well, Ripper. Rich was ready. Rocky Ripper is ready for him. Rocky Reed's ready. Rest.
What language is that? What does your witness have to say?
Actually, Your Honor, she doesn't say anything. She only talks to me. But she agrees with everything I said. He charged $57 for my credit card, unauthorized.
I have made my decision.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
What, did you just interrupt me?
My legal counsel advised me to let you know that I'm not a real doctor.
I have made my decision, Mr. Ratbit. From this day forward, you are entitled to 1/3 of the earnings of the show. Dr. Dredd, I understand that you have created this Ratbit.
Yes, Your Majesty, I created the rabbit.
And just like Dr. Frankenstein, you are responsible for your creature. Your case is dismissed. All of you leave here at once.
You take him to court.
Boomerang. It's a message from Judge Madblood. Dr. Dredd, never visit my courtroom again, or I will throw you in the hoosegow. What's a hoosegow? Bucky! Come on here. Come on in here. So, how you doing?
Good, Doc.
Good.
I got 1/3 of everything.
You get 1/3 of everything I make.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Nothing plus nothing is nothing.
Well, maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
You can get a job at McDonald's.
You know, if my viewers would like and subscribe to my YouTube channel,
Yes. Please.
you know, Bucky might get a couple of pennies.
Doc,
Yes.
what does a ghost trucker drive?
What does a ghost trucker drive?
Yes, patience. Do you know? Do you know?
I don't know. I know.
Don't say it.
A 1979 Ford Pinto.
No! You ready, patience? You ready, patience? He drives
in Wisconsin?
Yes!
I have no idea.
Do you know, Patience? Do you know? Do you know? You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready, Patience?
I'm ready.
Milwaukee Talkies.
Oh, that's bad. Milwaukee Talkie.
That was a good one.
Hey,
Hey, Doc.
hey what?
Hey, Doc.
Hey what?
You know, truck drivers do a whole lot for this country. They really do.
They do.
They keep us going.
Thank
We
God
get-
for truck drivers.
We get food from them.
Food?
And all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of
Supplies. All kinds of stuff. We should have a national holiday for the truck drivers.
Well,
Right, Patience?
I'd be all about that. We should. We should petition the government
Yes.
for a national trucker holiday.
Yes, we can have it like October 4th or something.
October 4th.
Yes. It would be a big 10-4.
A Big 10-4. Gus, Rusha.
That's so good.
Okay, now get back there. We got a movie to review. Dr. Dread Reviews.
Yes.
1981. Road Games. Take one.
Roll that film. Roll that film. Roll it. Roll it. Roll it.
He was a horrible hero on Forbidden Island. Hey, patience! Welcome back to Dr. Dread Reviews. I just lost a court battle, and Bucky's going to get 1/3 of anything I make. Other than that, let's talk about this movie, Road Games.
Yes.
Yes, 1981. You know, it may not really qualify as an outright horror movie. I mean, it's not really scary. I really liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. And it does star one of our favorite Scream queens ever.
Yes.
But before we go on to that, let's just say the movie was filmed in the outbacks of Australia.
Ooh.
Land Down Under.
It's the land down under.
Okay,
Oh, that's where they got that nasty Vegemite.
yeah, nasty Vegemite, that's right.
Ooh.
Thank you, Mr. Madblood, for that. Raoul Madblood. Okay, hey, the intro music you heard was from the Australian punk rock band, the Mad Bloods, and you just saw us leaving Judge Mad Blood's courtroom. The star of this movie, Road Games, Stacy Keach.
Nice to Keach.
You know, you may recognize him as television's Mike Hammer from back in the 90s, or a little film called The Man with the Screaming Brain. He plays a truck driver by the name of Quid.
Pat Quinn.
Pat Quid. Patrick Anthony Quid is his full name. And he runs into a bit of a dilemma.
Yes.
He, in order to stay awake, he plays games while he's on the road. He tries and guess people's occupation. He makes up little dialogues for people in the cars. And all of this is an attempt to keep his brain busy. He pulls in for the night after a long day of driving. He pulls in the motel, and the vacancy light's on, and he turns to his dog. What's the dog's name? Boswell. The dog's name is Boswell.
Yes.
And it's supposed to be a dingo. And
Yes.
he says he has a little conversation with the dingo before he's about, I'm going to go check in. I'm going to have a nice bed, a nice shower, start off tomorrow fresh. Well, another car pulls up, and the guy hops out.
It's a van.
A green van,
Yes.
pulls up, and the guy hops out, and there's a hitchhiker who Quid was going to pick up on the road earlier, but did not, and she's with this green van now. The guy checks in, the light for the vacancy goes off, now there's no vacancies. The guy stole Quid's room for the night, and
Yes.
quite possibly his happy time with the female hitchhiker.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe they would play Uno together or something.
Maybe they would play some road games like Road Bingo
Yes, I love that.
or I Spy.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, sun rises. Boswell leaves the big rig and goes sniffing at some trash. He's very interested. And Quid is looking around and he notices a curtain part and somebody is watching the dog, watching him, watching the dog. The garbage men are coming.
And it's bright and early in
It's
the
bright and
morning.
early. Now, later on, Quid hears reports of a possible serial killer,
Yes.
and there's a bunch of silly little things that happen. You know, there's a woman who's arguing with her husband in a car that Quid's passing, and there's a man in a pool in a boat that won't let Quid pass, and another hitchhiker. The story continues until he picks up Jamie Lee Curtis, whose character is initially called Hitch, and we find out later her name is Pamela. Yes, and if you don't know Jamie Lee Curtis, Scream Queen of the 80s, and now she is like queen of all Scream Queens with such films as Halloween, The Fog, Terror Train, Halloween Kills, Prom Night, and Freaky Friday.
I love that movie.
That's a nightmare.
I love that movie.
Okay. The movie continues, and the cat and mouse game continues, and Quid continues to play road games. Is the man in the green van a serial killer?
What about the plague of rabbits?
Oh. Yeah, funny. You know, rabbits are not indigenous to Australia. Did you know that?
Yes.
No, you didn't know that.
Well, maybe not. Sorry.
At one point, they pull over, and Quid tells a almost true story about a telegraph outpost that had to be abandoned because of a plague of rabbits.
Yes.
A plague of rabbits, much like Night of the Lepus,
Yes.
the smaller.
Yes.
It actually happened. The rabbits ate all the vegetation and sort of like wiped out any chance of that little area surviving. I'm not going to give away anything else. We're just going to go and tell you it was filmed in the outback of Australia, and there's not a whole lot there. The director's name is Richard Franklin, and he went on to direct such classics as Psycho 2 and an Australian film known as Patrick. Richard Franklin came up with this original idea to put the movie Rear Window. It's a Jimmy Stewart movie. Rear Window, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. What would happen if you were take that scenario and the window is now mobile? It's a tractor trailer, and you're making up stories about drivers and other vehicles, like Sneezy Rider.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, though maybe not a true horror movie, a lot of fun. Remember, a pig in a poke, you better start shaking. Today's pig is tomorrow's bacon.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so let's rate this film.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it has Jamie Lee in it.
It does have Jamie Lee Curtis, daughter of Tony Curtis, and Janet Leigh from Psycho.
So that right there is 2 stars.
That's
Oh,
at least 2 stars. It sounds strange like that when we were rating Transylvania tonight.
Yes.
Okay. 2 stars for Jamie Lee.
You know, Rock's still mad at you.
I know Track's still mad at me.
Yes.
Yeah, well, maybe you should go work for him.
Oh,
Okay. What about Stacy Keach?
Yes. He was great. And I like the dog.
Just rate the movie.
And the dog wasn't a real dingo because the dingoes don't bark.
Actually, dingoes can bark. It's just they don't bark very seldom.
Oh.
Oh, didn't know that, did you? Yeah, in the movie they say dingoes don't bark. And he wasn't a real dingo. Okay.
Doc, I'm going to give it 3.5 skulls.
3.5 skulls from Bucky.
Out of 4. Yes.
Out of 4. 4 being the best. 3 is not bad. I liked it. I really like this movie, which shouldn't be a surprise to me. I love the movie Rear Window. Richard Franklin did throw in a couple of Hitchcock references. Watch the movie close for them. It had a little bit of a shock, surprise ending there at the very end. I'm not going to tell you about that, but make sure you stay till the credits roll. I liked it. I liked the setting. I love the Australian background. And, I'm going to give it my top rating of 4 skulls. Just 4. I mean, it's... Your friend Dr. Dredd giving Road Games, 1981. 4 skulls.
Out of 4.
Out of 4. So,
Yes.
remember my friends as always, if you get into an argument, don't fight it out in the backyard.
No.
No. You take him to court.